That silence gets me every time. It doesn't come at the end of a phrase. It happens right in the middle of a phrase we already heard. This is the slow second movement of Dvořák's New World Symphony, with its famous English horn solo. Earlier in the movement, we heard this phrase. Warm, expressive English horn, dark clarinets supporting it in parallel tenths, all over a single static chord. And then a lot happens. Eventually, Dvořák brings that opening melody back. But when it returns, everything is different. The English horn drops out, and we're left with just muted strings, and not even a full string section. He cuts them down to just 2 players per part. The texture is thinner, quieter, and more introspective. And then nothing. A huge, unbearable silence right in the middle of a phrase. So, why does this work so well? And how do we even talk about the music theory of silence? It's where he puts the silence and what happens on either side of it that matters. Let's look at a piano reduction. Through all these bars, the harmony doesn't change at all. It's just one chord, G flat major, the 4 chord in the key of D flat major. Over that chord, the first violins play B flat and D flat, notes that are in the chord, and then move to C and A flat, which are not, before returning back to B flat. That pattern is called a double neighbor figure. C is the upper neighbor to B flat, A flat is the lower neighbor. A double neighbor moves through both before resolving back to the note in the middle. So this melody is nothing more than notes from the chord underneath plus a double neighbor that always resolves back into the chord. And it's not just the melody. The violas harmonize it a tenth lower using the exact same figure, chord tones surrounded by double neighbors. Dvořák plays it once, then again, then he starts it a third time, and right before the resolution, silence. That pause happens exactly where the melody is supposed to complete its thought. And after the silence, the resolution, the notes we were promised all along. There are more fermatas after this, one right after the resolution, and another after the phrase fully finishes. But by then we're ready for them, and those pauses come after the resolution, not before it. Its simplicity is what makes this moment so devastating. But there's something else going on here that makes the placement of this silence even more surprising: the rhythm of the second violins. They play offbeat, syncopated quarter notes on the 5th of the chord. It's not a melody, but it's active, constant, pulsing. It keeps the music moving forward. And it drives the music straight into nothing. If you've heard the symphony live, you know what this moment feels like. The entire hall holds its breath. And the longer the conductor holds that pause, the more unbearable it becomes. On the page, it doesn't really look like anything special. It's just a fermata. But Dvořák places it in the middle of a phrase, at the exact moment we're expecting resolution. Understanding that doesn't take the magic away. For me, this passage, with these few seconds of nothingness, are the most devastating and most meaningful moment in the entire symphony.